it's Noor and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video, I'm here to tell you that this is your sign to go for it. And you know, if you were looking for a sign, this is for you because that video didn't just pop up on your page like that. No, it was for a reason and you are meant to watch this video, so make sure you watch the full thing because I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out on the valuable information that I'm about to break it to you guys. Now let's get straight into the facts. Listen, I'm here to tell you to just go for it. That thing that you've been thinking about, you know, that thing that you really want to do, that you know deep down that you should be doing, you know, just do it. You don't need to journal every single day. You don't need to have a 3-hour morning routine. All you need to do is have an objective and work towards it every single day. Because all those things that they tell you to do is nonsense, you know? Who told you that in order to achieve what you need to achieve, you need to be journaling? Like, you can do that regardless. Who told you that you need to have a 3-hour morning routine, whatever it may be, whatever you're doing in that morning routine, you know, to help you get to where you want to get to? No, all these things are distracting you from doing the things you need to do. And the only reason people like distract themselves with these things is because to pretty much avoid doing the ugly and hard work. So it's pretty much a coping mechanism because it makes them feel good. It makes them feel better about themselves. So they'd rather do this and complain about not doing the work instead of doing the work and dealing with the consequences. So all those things that they tell you to do are not going to get you to where you want to get to. And I know your intentions are good and you want to improve yourself, but all those extra things are a waste of time. And the only 3 things that are generally going to help you are pretty much to pray, go to the gym, and read 15 to 30 minutes every single day. These 3 things are the only things you need. You don't need that extra stuff, okay? And that's when you'll start to make progress. Which brings us to the things that will help you make that progress. And the first thing you need to do is to not focus on your feelings, but focus on the outcome. You see, a lot of times you avoid the work or you're not going for it because the truth is you know that you're putting yourself under stress and you don't want to feel that. So your body is rejecting it. It starts to reject it. And that's when you start procrastinating. And that's when you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna go for it. You know, I'm not gonna do it. You know, I'm gonna keep pushing it. So what you need to do, instead of focusing on how hard you're gonna work and how tired you're gonna feel when you're doing that thing, focus on how amazing that outcome is gonna be and how much that work is gonna bear you fruit. Because you doing that work, you putting your body under stress, when you work on those tasks, they're bringing you one step closer to your dream. Stop focusing on your feelings because you know your feelings are valid but your actions are not. So it doesn't matter how you feel if you know what the right thing to do is, because the truth is you're not always gonna feel good. Imagine you're only doing something because you feel good at the moment. Like, you're not gonna see progress because you're depending on your motivation. So do yourself a favor and ignore your feelings because I'm telling you, they're not getting you anywhere. Now the next thing you need to do is to not work hard but work smart. You see, there's a misconception in our society that is pushing working hard, you know, and is telling people, yeah, like as long as you work hard, that's how you're gonna get there. But that's not true, because what if you're working hard but you're not working on the right things? Then where are you really heading towards? Think about it. If you are working hard but you're working on the wrong things, that's not gonna get you anywhere. So that is why you need to work smart by making sure that you're doing the right thing and working towards that thing. For example, if you want to be a YouTuber, you can't expect yourself to be a YouTuber if you're posting content on Instagram. Like, even if you're working hard and you're posting every day, okay, but is that really gonna get you to where you want to get to? No, because the truth is your direction and speed are not working hand in hand. And in order for you to make progress, both of them need to work together. Now the next determining factor to actually get there is your why needs to be strong. Listen, a lot of people want to achieve big, they want to be successful, but if their reason to getting there is not strong enough, they will fall short. Meaning, if you want to be successful just because you know it seems cool and you want to show off, that's not a strong reason to be successful. Whereas if your why is strong, like you want to be successful because you want to help other people, you want to inspire the world, you want to change the world, you want to help your family, then that is a strong foundation. And believe it or not, the person that has a strong foundation will never give up. How do you expect that person to give up if their foundation is strong? It cannot. It's like a house having a strong foundation. No matter how many storms come in, no matter what, even winds, that house is gonna be there. and it's serving its purpose. And that goes the same to you. So you better have a strong why and a strong foundation, because that reason is going to help you keep going even on the days where you don't feel like it. You know, you're gonna remember, like, yeah, I have to do this because this is no longer about me. This is about my purpose. Which brings us to the next point. You know, if you're trying to make progress, a very crucial thing is for you to have a plan and have a schedule, because your schedule is going to make it easier for you to stay on track. And yeah, for me personally, I have a schedule at all times, because I know if I don't have that schedule, I'm gonna get distracted, you know, I'm not gonna do what I'm meant to do. Whereas if I have a schedule, I know exactly what I need to do, how often I need to do, so it keeps me in check and it keeps me going. So yeah, don't underestimate the power of being organized, because if you're organized, you're gonna get far in life, I'm telling you. Now, after you make a schedule, what you gotta do is to never negotiate with yourself. Listen, you have to commit to that plan. A lot of people don't understand what it means to commit to the plan. They just say, yeah, just commit to the plan. Committing to a plan, it's like committing to your partner. It's like being in a relationship. I am here to tell you that you have to be in a relationship with your plan and not cheat on your plan, meaning to never negotiate with yourself. You know, to never say, oh, I'll do it later. Oh, it's okay if I don't do it now. It's okay if I skip a day. You know, I feel tired. I feel sore. I'm not gonna do it. No. What are you doing? Do not negotiate with yourself and do it regardless. Because if you're gonna negotiate with yourself and kind of like giving yourself excuses and talking yourself out of the situation, then it's gonna happen multiple times and you're not gonna see progress, because you are not keeping the momentum high, and you need to keep your momentum high, meaning you cannot stop midway. If you have a plan and then you stop and then you do it and then you stop, like you see a plane, for example, when it's taking off, it's going fast. Now that plane is gonna have the same momentum till it goes up and till it gets its destination. And the reason why that plane makes progress is because its momentum is high. And same thing for you. You better keep that momentum high, and that goes by you not negotiating with yourself, doing it no matter what. There's no ifs, would, should, coulds. You do it regardless. Now the next thing that will help you do what you gotta do is by identifying your distractions and avoiding them. You need to understand that your focus is one of the most important things you have, and anything that is hindering that focus, anything that is taking away that focus from what you need to do to something else, you need to put it away. So with that being said, you need to know what distracts you and avoid it at all times. For example, if you stay on your phone even while you're working, and sometimes it results in you procrastinating and then leaving your work for that phone, then you gotta be strategic and avoid it. And you do that by putting it in another room and focusing on your work. Because anything that hinders your focus is a threat to your progress and a threat to your work. And you need to be aware of that. Which brings us to the last point. In order to genuinely see that progress and do what you gotta do, you gotta put it in God's hands. I'm telling you guys, it is very important to put whatever you are working towards in God's hands, because that is going to set you up for success, as God's blessing over your work is going to guide, protect, and allow you to thrive. So always see God, you know, because He's gonna help you. And I'm not telling you to use God. No, God cannot be used and shall not be used, and that is why you need to have a relationship with Him. And while you're having that relationship with Him and you're worshiping Him and you're giving Him all the glory that He deserves, then you can tell Him, God, I need help in this. And God is a gentleman. He will never force Himself onto you. So when you do ask Him, He will welcome you with open arms, but you need to make sure that you are not living your life in sin and you are being righteous. Okay? And I'm telling you, when you do this, you're gonna prosper, because now you are seeking God and you're putting Him first. Always remember to put God first in everything you do, even before you do your work, you know, before you follow your dreams, before anything, put God first. You know, it says in the Bible, seek first the kingdom of God and everything else will be given to you. God never says, seek your goals and then come to me. No. If you seek Him, and then obviously He knows what you need and what you want, He will give you the desires of your heart. But don't expect God to come in if you're only gonna use Him whenever you need to. No, you gotta put Him as a priority, because God deserves all the worship in the world. And I'm telling you, do not underestimate God's power, because He is the creator. He created you. He knows better than you, and His plans are better than yours. And I suggest, while you're praying towards Him helping you do that work, also pray for discernment and pray to know if what you're doing is right. Because remember, if you're working towards the wrong thing, it means nothing. So just pray and ask God, like, God, put your blessings on my work, and if I'm not meant to do this, show me the way. And ask Him to guide your paths and elevate your life. And I'm telling you, He will. And yeah, guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned something new. And if you want to see more videos, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below what you would like to see next. And make sure to follow me on my Instagram to stay connected with me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.